Welcome to the second audio podcast for Rise of Immortals. Alright, first thing then, we'll do quick introductions. My name is Matthew Anderson, and I'm the community manager at Petroglyph. I go by Barrick in the forums.
My name's Steve Wetherill. I'm the producer. I go by Trovok.
It's Mike Berman, Berminator. I am the technical/effects artist.
My name is Amanda Flock. I am the lead game designer. Bacon.
Bacon, thank you.
Or actually, no, this week it's Cheddarella.
Queen of Cheese.
Oh, speaking of cheese, when I went to Seattle last weekend, just a little story here, had a wonderful drive through the rain for an entire day down to Astoria, Oregon. So if anybody has ever watched the movie Goonies or Kindergarten Cop, after I left Astoria down to Tillamook, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and there's this famous cheese factory. Now I'm from Wisconsin, so I know cheese.
I have a new cheese that is the best cheese ever. You can only get it at Trader Joe's, and it is the New Zealand grass-fed sharp cheddar cheese. You'll have that cheese, it will change your life.
Okay, now sharp, I love sharp.
Grass-fed cheese.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Cool.
That means the cows ate grass and were allowed to be cows before they were milked and turned into cheese.
The cows were turned into cheese.
Cheese?
You know,
Wait a
that's
minute
how-
here, I'm missing steps
Wow,
here.
that's grass-fed
Apparently you don't
cheese.
know how cheese is made, Matthew.
Before they were milked, and then their milk was turned into cheese.
Oh.
It's very good cheese.
I just wanted to mention that we've had a fantastic couple of giveaways with several community sites, actually. Game Replays, Blues News, Gamers Daily News, Game Ogre, Get Beta Keys, Marquee Dragon, MOBA-Games, MOBA HQ, and Rock Paper Shotgun. And there'll be more in the next week or so. Also, the two big ones, of course, Alienware sent out a bunch of keys in a giveaway, which there are several keys still left. Just go to alienwarearena.com and you'll find the Rise of Immortals link in there. Also, NVIDIA sent out a bunch of keys to their email newsletter list. So we appreciate each and every one of those for participating in our beta key program. And there's a lot of other interest in beta keys exclusives like Immortals. In fact, by the time people listen to this, there should be another Immortal release. We do one of those about every week. Let's do a quick update, guys. What's your favorite right now?
Yeah,
You
big
sound
surprise
sad.
here. My new favorite right now is Icor, the tree guy.
/ Cheddarella.
Was that the last one? I thought you liked Nisus.
I liked Nisus, and then I liked Tatiana, and now I like Icor.
I still like Psychozen, but I think Balak is now slowly becoming my new favorite.
I like Balak too.
I tend to favor a lot of the range DPS classes.
I'm not sure we actually unveiled him.
Who's that?
Yeah, whoever that guy happens to be, or whatever universe he showed up before in. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I like Balak too, and I guess a lot of the community members like Balak. We've been hearing some good feedback on
Yeah.
this unknown immortal.
Well, my favorite thing about him is he has a big gun.
That he does. And he fires a lot of big bullets out of it.
Yeah.
It's just
So he's
spoil
pretty
a
powerful.
surprise. He's a dwarf with a gun. It's freaking awesome.
My favorite, even though I like Balak, I'm really getting to know Vezin. Oops, did I say another mortal that wasn't?
Yes, you did.
Ooh.
You know what? He doesn't have any guns whatsoever.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute. What does he do?
Oh, and now you've given the whole thing away.
Oh, I did
There's
do
nothing in
that.
his hands. I mean, they'll know what that is.
Isn't being negative, saying there isn't something, giving something away?
Yeah. It's
Now we, I
complicated.
think, unveiled all of the Immortals. Don't worry, it's just names. We can still give away exclusives.
My new favorite is Kerborg. I mean, what?
There's a couple of posts in the forums on new Immortal ideas,
Yep.
and we've looked at those, right?
Sounds like we need to get a more formalized process for maybe polls from the community, kind of let them step by step help us create new champions.
Yeah, like dance polls. Because you can dance in the game. Is that what
Tatiana
you're
has
talking about?
dance.
Yeah, I know. She
Tatiana has
that-
dance poll. No,
yeah.
I was actually being serious. I was talking about polls on the forums to ask what kind of champion are you looking for? Do you want a ranged
There are a lot of
character?
polls
Do we
on the
want to?
forum. It's a popular country.
What's the latest statistics? Top 5 most popular countries playing the game?
Oh, top 5. I think US is number 1. Canada is 2. I believe the UK is number 3.
What happened to Poland?
Poland used to be number 2. It was number 2 for a long time. It's moved down. I think it's about number 6 right now.
So there's new features that we just added into the beta today. New stuff every week for the community. And I think we can maybe talk about a few of these, right?
It's basically redone the whole of the character creation and select screen. So that's pretty cool. So you just click on the immortal and click play. The big thing that's going in, apart from that, this week is the RMT system.
What's RMT stand for?
So what it actually means is real money transfer. So there is no real money being transferred yet, but the system's in place. So what we've done is we've given each beta tester sort of a pool of money. It's the same currency that they would buy once the game is out, and they can spend that on Immortals and skins that are in the game. So we're going to sort of try that out with the beta.
But just so people, like, they're probably thinking, oh my god, it's going to be half where I'm going to have to pay for things, and if I don't, then I'm going to be gimped in the game, and I just, I don't want to have to really spend money if I don't want to, but if there's something cool, then great.
No, at this point we're just talking about the Immortals, and we're still working on a plan for items.
We're going to be working pretty intensely over the next couple of weeks to get the PvE, which will be 3 players co-op against the environment, and the new 1v1 map out to the beta community as soon as possible. We have a layout that we like. We have a design concept that's relatively solid and has been proven. Now we're trying to... There's a bunch of little knobs, everything from the sub-bosses to the main boss encounter to the AI bots that you're going to be encountering on this map. We're kind of adjusting all of these things individually. What's in the beta right now is just it's a copy of our 3v3 map. It's kind of it's more of a testing ground for players who want to try out a new Immortal before they go into an actual PvP game.
It's been quite fun, so I'm really eager to get that to the community, see what they think.
Yeah, and it should be noted too that the bots, we're not sort of simulating PvP.
It's more akin to a dungeon crawl. There is a definite end of the road and a main objective. I mean, actual boss, not an enemy base, but a boss.
So Burminator here, I'm using my virtual, what do they call these things?
Megaphones.
Megaphone. What do you think about PvE?
I think our PvE is going to be really fun. It's going to give players the opportunity that are not as attuned to the PvP type scenario a great alternate route to kind of ease into the game and learn the mechanics and figure out their abilities. It's a great way for new players, especially to the genre and to our game, to understand how these types of characters work and what the abilities do. And it's going to be a great entry-level way to get more people into the game playing, and hopefully they'll transition to PvP. And even if they don't decide to, we'll have enough PvE content for them to play throughout the whole game in PvE if they'd like.
We're going to do some community questions now, I think. No.
I'm sorry, I can't read your handwriting upside down.
I can't read it even right side up, so that's okay. Okay, here's a question. We'll just start from the top and go down. Knight of Thunder asks, what kind of payment options will there be? He gives some examples that I've never heard of, actually. He mentions Wally card. I don't know if that's what...
Like gamers cards.
Well, I figured that, but I was like, where is this Wally card? It's like, what's that one movie, National Lampoon's Vacation? They go to Wally World? And...
I liked the animated film Wally better, so okay. I'm just going to stick with that.
All right, another question here from Juju Booze. Will we be making a Ventrilo server?
We're looking at various sort of technology options. Yeah, it's certainly something we would like to add.
Okay, another question from Velcombird.
Velcombird?
I should
printed it out instead of written it. Wait, why didn't you print it, Matthew?
Because my computer is broken. And
tell us about this.
I was editing. I was putting together the next newsletter, and suddenly
really do?
The fan kicked in, the internet stopped, and it locked me out and gave me a nice, lovely message that's saying your antivirus is out of date. So I think I know.
Okay.
So Velcome Bird, what's the max amount of masteries allowed?
We don't have masteries. We have a discipline tree. At present, each character has one build, and a build is all 50 points. So there are 50 levels. There are 50 points you can have. All 50 points spent across all 3, the offensive, defensive, and champion trees counts as a build. There is one build per character, but there will potentially be the option to purchase additional builds. So you can store, you can have a character that is offensive and down the champion line, and then go ahead and save a second build that is defensive and down the champion line if that's something that you want to do.
Okay, and then well, I guess this answers that one too. Max items allowed, and yes, a couple of other things. He has some good questions, so I put a few of them in here. Is there item recipes?
There are no item recipes. What we've done in the tactical gameplay is we've sort of simplified the build order of the recipes down to a simple upgrade path on an individual item. There are symbols. There's one relic, and the relic slot does not unlock until level 40. And there are seals. At level 1, you can equip one artifact, one totem. As you progress in level, the slots and the slot types will unlock.
Thanks for listening, Immortals. Keep watch at riseimmortals.com for further beta updates and to sign up for the closed beta that is currently in progress. Visit the forums as well to ask your questions about the game. That may also be answered on podcasts just like this one. The Rise of Immortals community can also be found at facebook.com/riseofimmortals and twitter.com/riseofimmortals.